This is a warm-up that we're going to do to incorporate the glutes and the core to get them activated so that we can utilize them for a yoga flow. All right, so starting with a block or an item of your choice, we're going to come onto your back and bring a block between the thighs, the thinnest way or the medium way, so whatever feels better for your pelvis, and then lifting up into a low bridge by lifting the glutes and curling the tailbone. All right, so from here, you're gonna hold your bridge, and then we're gonna stretch the wrists out. So we'll lift the hands, lift the arms and flip the hands, pull back on one hand with the other. You can start to add a pulse with your glutes. So lowering and lifting the hips about an inch range of motion. And then switch hands, stretching out the other wrist. Still using the glutes and breathing in your bridge. So making sure that both wrists are nice and stretched out, then you can start to roll them out. And then we'll bring the arms down by your sides and hold in your bridge. And then you're gonna curl the tailbone a lot. We're gonna lower segmentally, piece by piece, vertebrae by vertebrae, slowly keeping the core intact and the glutes on. And then we're gonna lift up segmentally the opposite way. So curl the tailbone and lift the butt up off the floor, then the hips, the low back, the mid back, maybe the upper back, but not too high so that we're not arching in the back. And then curl your tailbone to lower piece by piece, like a wave action. We're gonna do that 2 more times. So curl the tailbone, really feel that tuck of the tailbone under, keeping the low back long as the belly stays nice and firm. Exhale to lower segmentally, piece by piece. Keep squeezing the block and squeeze your sit bones. 1 more time. You'll lift up into that bridge. And then exhale to lower. And then keeping the block where it is, we'll bring the legs straight up into the air and then work on the core. So interlace the hands behind the head, cup your skull, wrap the elbows in. You'll take a deep inhale and then exhale, lift up off the shoulder blades. So you're squeezing in on the block and then think about drawing the 2 front rib points in towards each other. And then as you inhale, your head will come down. Exhale, lift up off the shoulder blades, pull down on the ribs, squeeze the block, and then lightly curl the tailbone. Without the thighs coming closer, you want them to stay stacked above the hips, but lift the tail up. And then inhale, your head will come down. So just like that, exhale, lift up off the shoulder blades, squeeze the block, curl the tailbone, pull everything into midline. Inhale, your head will come down. Adding on, exhale, lift. So add-ons are optional. You can twist to the left, but not turning too much. You want to stay lifted up off the left shoulder blade and making that twist come through the abdominals. So try not to lead with the neck. Come back to center. Inhale, your head will come down. Exhale to lift. Turn to the right. Stay lifted up off that right shoulder blade. Squeeze the block. Curl the tailbone. Come back to center. Inhale, your head will come down. We're going to do 1 more on each side. Exhale, lift up off the shoulder blades. Turn to the left. Squeeze the block. Curl the tailbone. Lift up higher up off the left shoulder blade. Come back to center. Inhale, your head will come down. Last time, exhale to lift. Turn to the right. Squeeze the block. Curl the tailbone. Come back to center. Inhale, the head will come down. You can bring the feet down, you can move the block or item aside. Take the feet wide, they're at the edges of your mat, and then you can rock the knees side to side. So just getting a little bit of looseness in the hip joint. And then you can bring the knees in towards the chest and we'll flip over. So coming onto all 4s, and then from here, lowering the forearms. So you want to check in with the elbows, make sure they're directly beneath the shoulders. You can interlace the hands if you would like to. We're going to step back for a forearm plank. So walk the feet back. and squeeze the sit bones, press into the forearms, draw the belly in here. So watch that you're not sagging the butt or lifting the butt too high. We want to keep a nice snug belly to keep this kind of plank action. Press into the forearms and keep the neck neutral. So try not to look forward. Try to keep the neck neutral without letting it hang. So we want to fight gravity. And then you can bring the feet closer to the face, so lifting the hips up and back for a dolphin. So keep the heels lifted and soften the knees. As you press into the forearms, you should feel that engagement of the shoulders and keep the belly hugged in. So now we're keeping the connection of the core that we just established and warming up the shoulders. Take a deep breath here. Exhale it out. And then we'll take another big inhale. Exhale, lower the knees, and take a child's pose. When you're ready, you can come to all fours, and then you can begin your flow.